Have you ever just stopped and wondered about all the invisible things that have shaped who you are today? Well, today we're going to dive into this really fascinating process called socialization. Basically, the journey of how we all learn to become a part of the world around us. So let's just start with a big, kind of personal question. How did you become the person you are right now? What makes you, well, you? It's something we don't really think about a lot, but the answer is found in this lifelong journey that sociologists have a special name for. And that name is socialization. It's this continuous process of learning about the world and figuring out our place in it. And this isn't just stuff that happens when we're kids either. Nope, it's happening right now, and it's going to keep happening for the rest of our lives as we learn all the rules and norms of our society. So where does a journey like that even begin? Well, for pretty much everyone, our first little training ground, our first world, is the family. Just think about it. Your family members are basically your first teachers. They're the ones who hand you that initial map for how to navigate life. And that map shapes how you see absolutely everything from day one. Right, we've all heard sayings like this, and yeah, it might be a total cliche, but it points to a really deep truth about how we're socialized. We learn by watching. When we're little, we mirror the actions, the attitudes, even the unspoken rules of the people raising us. It's our very first and maybe the most powerful social lesson we ever get. So what exactly is the family's job in all of this? Well, it kind of happens in three main ways. First, they teach us the absolute basics of right and wrong. Next, they pass down traditions and customs, which is what connects us to our past. And finally, they instill these core values in us that often become our internal compass for, well, years and years. It's an incredibly powerful foundation. But of course, we don't just stay in that family bubble forever. Our world starts to get a whole lot bigger the moment we step into the next major force of socialization: school. School is such a game changer, isn't it? All of a sudden, you're surrounded by tons of people from totally different backgrounds with different beliefs, different family rules. It's our first real taste of the wider world, and we have to learn a whole new set of social skills to figure it all out. And in this new world, the way we think about friendship completely changes. When you're really little, your friends might just be other kids of the same gender. But as you get older, you start looking for deeper things, like someone's character. And then the teen years hit. And that's the tipping point, where the influence of your friends can suddenly feel even stronger than your family's. So yeah, all of this adds up to a huge impact. School brings in new values, blows up our social circle, and really opens the door to outside influences for the first time. This is exactly why the teenage years can get a little rocky, because you start to question the things you were raised to believe. But it's a totally natural and honestly a necessary part of figuring out who you're meant to be. All right. So we've gone from the home to the classroom. Now let's talk about an influence that is literally everywhere all the time, that ever-present stream we call media. I mean, just think about your day so far. From the moment you picked up your phone this morning to whatever you're going to watch tonight, media is a constant companion. In the world we live in today, trying to escape its influence isn't just hard, it's pretty much impossible. And this, of course, leads to a really big debate about what role media plays. On one hand, it's an amazing tool for education, right? It gives us access to a whole world of information. But on the other side of the coin, there's always this worry that it's exposing us to bad ideas or even promoting things like violence. But here's the bottom line. No matter which side of that debate you land on, one thing is for sure. Mass media is a huge force in our socialization. It helps shape how we think, what we want, and how we act every single day. So there you have it. These three major forces: family, school, and media. Let's put all the pieces together now and see how they create each of our unique journeys. So let's just do a quick recap. We have family, which gives us our foundation, our first map of the world. Then there's school, which encourages us to expand that map and explore new places. And all the while, media is like the constant background music to our entire journey, influencing the vibe and the pace of everything. And if there is one thing I really want you to take away from all this, it's this. We all go through these same general processes: family, school, media, but the recipe is totally different for every single person. The unique way all these ingredients mix together is exactly what makes you, you. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Socialization isn't some old thing that happened in the past. It is happening right now, in this very moment. So take a second and ask yourself, what forces are shaping you today? Thanks for joining me.